MP Rachel Blaney to ask questions during 5 minutes, please. Please go ahead.
Just want to confirm, is it 6 minutes, right?
6 minutes, sorry.
Thank you.
Exactly.
I just wanted to make sure I'm not giving up any of my time.
It's 6 minutes.
First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Lorion for his service to our country. I'm just impressed not only by the many years of service that you've provided, but how you've come home to provide so much service for other veterans. So I just want to thank and recognize that important work. I guess my first question, I am, though, going to go to Ms. Lowther. I see that you did a pilot project for LGBTQ2S plus veterans. And one of the things that we've heard from other witnesses is the fact that there is no data collection around this particular group within the military. And then, of course, it doesn't happen in Veterans Affairs. And, of course, if you don't sort of quantify, then it's hard to see what's happening with a particular group. I think when you don't collect data, it is a way of silencing people. So I'm just wondering, how did this project occur? How were folks identified? And what was the main purpose of the project?
Thank you for the question. The purpose of the project was, it was based on, our experience has been that veterans are more likely to accept support from somebody who understands them, who understands their military culture and their service. So we thought that if we took that one step further, maybe veterans who identify as LGBTQ2 plus would appreciate receiving services from somebody from their own community. So the funding that we received allowed us to hire a part-time qualified staff person from the LGBT community. And how the veterans were identified, we have an intake form that every veteran completes, and we do ask the questions if they want to, disclose their sexual orientation or gender identity. So in the event that they did disclose that, they were offered the opportunity to receive services from that staff person. Interesting that we found during that year, 31 veterans disclosed to us that they were from the LGBTQ community. And of those 31, 29 actually declined the offer to receive support from that staff person. During the initial intake phase, by the time they felt comfortable enough to kind of share their story, they were already engaged with a staff person or a volunteer. So their preference was to stick with that person rather than have to repeat their story. We didn't really get into a lot of research when we were doing our pilot project, but we did find it very interesting that, when a veteran is in crisis, they just want to receive support from somebody who understands them and, is going to treat them with respect and, not be judgmental. So I guess the end result of the pilot project was that, these veterans were willing to accept support from, anybody who was prepared to help them in a respectful way. And the other thing.
Thank you. Sorry to interrupt, but my time is running out. I really appreciate that response. It was very helpful.